We are back in my propagation room, and today I'm going to be giving you another update on the plant stand, and we're also going to be doing some zhuzhing and moving around. You can probably see behind me that I've already done that if you watched the previous update, but I'm going to walk you through everything that I've done, show you some updates in the propagation room. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline, and thank you so much to Spider Farmer for sponsoring today's video. Yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it because I have already actually recorded this video. And then my camera overheated and corrupted the entire file. So I guess I'm doing this again. Luckily, I didn't completely finish off the video. Nonetheless, you know, still want to give you guys the update. So what I've done in the propagation room is over here you can see there's a shelf next to me, but at the bottom or on the other layers of the shelf, this was not here. So these were all of the prop bins that I had in my cabinet. It is actually so windy right now that I'm scared this is gonna fall over. But yeah, these prop bins, they were in the plant stand, and I wanted to utilize the plant stand like much better. I felt like it was kind of a waste because these are their own little, you know, ecosystems, and they kind of just fend for themselves. I don't have to look at them. So I don't know, I wanted to put more like special plants, more like propagations in the plant stand that, you know, could really benefit from it 100%. So yeah, I put all of the prop boxes that were in there, I've put them in here. And then next to me over there under the stairs, I've put this little shelf, and on here I'm putting anthuriums. Move you down. Yeah, you can see that I've put all of the anthuriums in here because this plant stand, the lights are a little bit too intense. I hope you can't hear the cast because I have the window open. But yeah, the light is just a little bit too intense for anthuriums, and they were just burning the leaves. I definitely need to keep them either further away from the lights or give them do like a little bit of a shade cloth. But anyway, I've taken them out for now. I think they'll be fine. Anthuriums usually do fine. So what I've done differently with the plant stand is you might notice that there's a shelf less. The shelf is still in here, but I'm going to move you up so you can see. But yeah, you can see the shelf is here, and there's still there is another shelf here that I can move down, but Mitch came in here and helped me move it up, and it's just with the click system. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the unboxing and the setup of everything. There I show you how I put this together and everything. But yeah, you just click those little click things out and you move it up. It's really easy. And yeah, you can put it wherever you want. So I've put it right to the top, obviously enough room so I don't, you know, squish the lights. I switch the lights off at the top. And if I want to use it again, if I have more plants or whatever, I can move it back down. That is, I think, a really good area if I want to put any succulent cacti or Hoya propagations, because those are genuses that I think will really appreciate this plant stand. So what I've done on this level is the lights are a little bit further away from the plants, and I've done that primarily for the alocasias that have got foliage, not the corms. The corms, I'm giving them higher light, but we'll move on to that in a minute. But yeah, the alocasias that have got foliage, I've moved them here so they're further away from the light so that they don't get bleached, because I did have to take out, I've got some alocasia regal shield here. They were getting bleached, but they were very close. They were 10 centimeters away from the light. It was way too close. And I've got some other ones here that are sprouting, or, you know, that have got leaves. I think they will do really well here. I'm also going to leave my little thermometer meter thing up here, because when I had it on I think it was the bottom level, it was by the Hoyas, and the Hoyas, I let them dry out a lot more. So I feel like the humidity is not that high here, and I feel like every single shelf is its own little kind of ecosystem, little area, because of this liner that's on the shelves. There is like gaps down the side, but you know, it's pretty secured. It's pretty, I don't know. I just feel like each and every single shelf is its own little, you know, little area. I've moved the Stingonium mottled up here because they were not getting bleached, but they were just like, this was touching the light. So obviously you can see there's like yellowing going on there. But yeah, they're just getting too big. So I had to move them up here because it's just like more level. And then moving down here, this is where I keep all my water propagations, and I have some plants here. These were actually on this shelf, but because I want to put plants up here, like higher plants, I think, you know, I think they'll be fine here. They were very close to the grow light as well, so I know that they will be fine. But yeah, I just have some Milan. This is actually my only Milano that I have. I have a Gigas, I have a Monstera Mint, Acuminata. All of the water props are doing really, really well. I actually yesterday put a new little propagation vessel in here of Brazil. Mitch did some plant care and he cut up his Brazil. So yeah, I already have another one over there back there, but I don't know. I feel like you can never have too many of the Brazil. All of the others, like look at all of this new growth on the Mycons, amazing. I did unfortunately let some of the jars dry out. That was my own bad. Yeah, because like I said, it gets very, very warm in here. You know, the water propagations, the water evaporates very, very quickly because it's so warm. And I forget to top up the reservoirs, so that's my own bad. The white butterfly, that one just loves here. It's actually even whiter. Like, look at that. It's so, so pretty. So yeah, they're all fine here. They're all happy here. So that's the only thing that I changed here. And then moving down. So this looks completely different. This is where I had all of my alocasia. And the ones with foliage that I showed you just now that are living up there now. Yeah, I actually did that with you guys in the footage that I lost. But all I did was move them from here to there. So, you know. But yeah, all I've got here is I do have some philodendron props here. But I don't know if they're going to make it. They're just little wet sticks, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not philodendron and wet sticks with me, they just don't work. I don't know what it is. I've got another bin here. I do see some sprouts, also wet sticks. They've not died yet. You know what? I'm gonna put them here. They do need highlight, I feel like, and I don't have any more room on that shelf for a prop in anyway. So, and it's a small prop in, so it's fine. But yeah, I've got all of my little seedling trays here that are full of alocasia corms, and the corms do love it in here because they have never sprouted as quickly as they have in this cabinet. And I've been growing alocasia for years, and they are my favorite genus, so I love propagating from them, obviously. So I have a lot of corms. They're all full. And there's some really exciting things happening, actually. I'm going to move you like this because of the lighting so I can properly show you, but this is really exciting. So this is a tray full of the Gagayana aurea. Look at this little leaf, like that variegation. It's so cute, so cute. So yeah, that one's doing really well. The other ones haven't sprouted yet, but I didn't peel the shells of those. So I think that's what went wrong there. Because these, I showed you these in my 3-week update. And if you haven't seen that one yet, I will link it down below. Like I feel like I need to make a playlist on this plant stand because I'm doing like monthly videos, sometimes 2 times a month. Maybe I'll make a playlist. But yeah. Oh, these are, you can see they're all sprouting. This is the Alocasia Luki one. I showed you this in the first update, in the 3-week update. Look how much they've already grown. They love it in here. Absolutely love it. I have some other ones. These are all new ones actually. They've not been in here for that long. But I also peeled the shells. So I feel like maybe in the next update, there will be more happening with these. But yeah, as for the rest, I had a Alocasia cuprea here. I think in my last update I showed you it was like a pinky color. It was actually really pretty. But yeah, that was sun stressed and then I lost that leaf. The corm is still fine. Like I can see, it's going to be hard to show you because of all the algae. Yeah, you can't really see, but they are There are roots there, so it's happy in there. This one looks like it's about to do something. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Actually, I need to get better at labeling them. This is a pseudosandrianicorm that I also need to peel. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I feel like the alocasias on this shelf, the corms, before they've sprouted, I think they'll be a lot happier here. As soon as they've sprouted, I will move them onto that shelf that I just showed you. So they're a little bit further away from the light. I feel like that's going to work that way. And then the genus that absolutely adores this plant shelf, and I feel like this is going to become a Hoya plant stand because I love Hoyas. I have a lot. And B, I love propagating. So I think this, you know, I'll definitely have other genuses in here, but I don't know. I feel like I'm itching to propagate more Hoya because they're doing so well in here. Hoyas are doing amazing, absolutely amazing. I've got so much new growth. So much new growth. That's the Flamingo Dream giving me, amazing growth. This here, these are cuttings from a Crimson Queen. Also, wait, better lighting that way. Lots of roots doing really, really well. Yeah, there's so much new growth. This is really exciting. So this is my Hoya. This was a variegated Hoya polyneura. And I feel like on the camera it looks like it's bleached, but it's not. The polyneura is usually one that prefers lower light. So I did keep my eye on this one that it wouldn't bleach, but it's kind of getting its variegation back. Yeah, on the camera it looks like it's bleaching, but it's not. It's the variegation. You can see, wait, where was one that I saw it really, really well? Oh, no, it was this one. Right, so you can see on these are the original leaves. You can see some of the splashiness, the variegation that it had. And you can see on the end here, that's growth since I put it in here. It's giving me that splashiness back. That's so exciting. But yeah, Hoyas are doing so well here. I've got a species Saba here. This was my first one, my original one. That's only just, like, this is the first sign of growth that it's given me since I had it. And I've had this one for, I've had this one for a year. Like the original one. I've got another one downstairs and that one's huge. This, the cutting that Kim got me. Look at those roots. There's 2 growth points on here. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I keep on thinking that smells, but it's not. It's the root complex from Hesi. That's got a particular smell. But yeah, roots in there, amazing. This one as well, this is a Crassio petulata that has looked the same for like a year. I don't know what was wrong with this one, but it's finally giving me a tendril and new growth. The Australis Lisa here, this was a rescue. Look how much. It was like down here. Look at all that new growth. Yeah, the Hoyas, they absolutely love this cabinet, absolutely love it. I've got a little, I don't see any roots. I need to maybe give that one some more water. My Sarawak cream. I can already see new roots there. I also chopped the root system of this one, and I can see here, there's a nubbin. There's a new growth point. That's amazing. Yeah, honestly, the Hoyas have been doing so well in here. That's why I think that this is going to become like a Hoya plant stand. Look at the cute little new growth. Oh, yeah, they just love it. They absolutely love it in here. Here you go. Start a new one just in case I lose footage again. But yeah, this is one that I also took out, but that's because I need to do something with it because it was, oh yeah. You can see here. So it had attached itself to the back of the tent and it was growing up the side of the tent. It's actually funny because this is the like one, it's starting to get like really thick, but you can see the roots, how they were attached. Oh, that's such a shame because I discovered that with you guys in the footage that I lost. But anyway, get over it, Jacqueline. It's fine. I can still show you, you know. But yeah, that was so funny. I do need to, yeah, there's some rotting roots out there, but I need to take care of this plant. So that's why I've taken it out, and I'm going to bring it downstairs and like take care of it. But what I actually want to do is, so I've shown you guys what I've done with this cabinet, the updates, things that have changed. A lot has changed since the initial setup. Obviously, I am learning about this plant stand, and I'm, you know, seeing what works, see how the plants react to it. But I feel like overall, it is a learning curve, but the plants are doing really, really well in here, like really well. Since that last update 3 weeks ago, I also haven't closed it up. I kept it open the whole time because we did have some warm weather, and I started noticing that the temperature was really, really going up in here. And that could also be a reason to why leaves burnt, and, you know, so I kept it open. It's definitely a lot easier, like keeping on top of watering and managing the temperature and humidity since I've opened it. In the winter, I do think I'm going to close it back up. But, you know, we'll see, because the lights, they definitely warm up not only this plant stand, but they actually warm up the whole of this propagation room. It's a very, very small room. Like I can like touch the other side while I'm sitting here, and the wall is here. So it's a very small room, and these lights are very, very strong. They're very, I mean, I can touch them, but they're just like a really nice warm feeling. And they're not like those, you know, like those irritating, like white in your face lights. I don't know. You open the hallway door downstairs, like especially when it's dark at night, and when we bring the kids up, it's like, it's bright. It's bright. You don't need the hallway light. You don't. It's just a really nice warm color. But yeah, these grow lights, they definitely warm up this whole room. So I don't know. I kind of like having it open. It just, I think it benefits the plants either way, but we'll see, you know, once it gets colder. This is a south-facing window here. I do like have the window open now because it is quite hot in here. Hello. I lost my flow then of what I was saying, but Mitch was coming out the shower, so I had to stop. Anyway, I've given you guys an update. I've shown you what I've done differently. I still highly recommend this plant stand. I'm so grateful that I've got this. Honestly, I love coming in here. I come in here in the morning to switch the lights on, and at night to switch the lights off. I could put it on a timer, but I don't know. I just like coming in here, looking at the plants, seeing if any need water. I've got like my little watering thing here, and I just quickly water. I don't know. It's like a routine. I love it. It's like my little, when I put the kids to bed, I just do that and do like a little bit of watering. But yeah, I yesterday did quite a big cleanup in here, just got rid of like some dead leaves, did a little bit of shushing, but I obviously wanted to show you guys what I did. I did want to do it with you guys, but a lot of it was just me muttering to myself and like thinking of what I'm going to do. And I'd rather just talk you through now what I've done, what I've learned, and, you know, show you, instead of just me mumbling to myself the whole time. So another thing that I wanted to add is the philodendron atabapoense. So that's a plant that we're going to be following the journey in this plant stand. You guys saw me unbox it in the last update and, you know, set it up. I put it on this level here where I have all my water propagations, but I've put it on that top shelf. So let me show you. So this is the top shelf. And yeah, I'm happy with this level. I think it's going to be good. But I've put the atabapoense, you can see there in the corner. I also gave it a water, but it's giving me a new leaf. Very exciting. So yeah, 2 of you reached out to me on Instagram, and 1 of you commented on YouTube saying the atabapoense prefers lower light. So that's why I moved it to this shelf, because it's further away from the grow lights. Because I want to do some testing. It's been here for 2 weeks now. There's no bleaching happening. It's giving me a new leaf, so it's obviously happy. And that was all on the level here, like down here. And this is definitely closer to the grow lights, the ones with the water propagations. But I'm going to put it on here because I do want to listen to you guys. You guys have, you know, you reaching out to me, you have an atabapoense, you've got the experience of growing this plant, so I'm obviously going to listen to you, you know. So yeah, I'm going to put it on this. I did want to show you that I can already see here. You can see there's, I just watered it, so I hope you can see, but there's new roots, nice juicy big roots there. And yeah, that obviously that new leaf is positive, but yeah, that's where it's going to be living now. So I have moved it there, but that's only today that I moved it there. So the 2 weeks since that update, it's been living on the shelf below here, this one, and you can see that the light is a lot closer. So it's not really, it didn't bleach, it didn't shock, it seemed to be quite happy there. But yeah, it's going to be living up here with my alocasia. The Syngonia mottled, I do need to do something with that plant because it's getting unruly. It's got a lot of roots in there. I hope I'm going to be able to get it out of the jar. But yeah, I just need to pot that up. I want to put that into like a self-watering system. But yeah, that one was bleaching because it was touching the light. It was literally touching the light. Another really exciting thing is this one. This is a Ficus Belize. This is the only ficus that I've got in my collection. I'm not moving it at this plant stand. I'm not moving it because this is the longest that I've ever been able to keep a ficus. Before, they just kept on dying on me. It's got amazing roots. I hope you're going to be able to see because I did water this plant yesterday. But yeah, it's got amazing roots. It's given me since I rescued it, it's given me all of these leaves. But in this plant stand, it gave me this leaf, stunning, and now it's just giving me this leaf. And it's already got a new thing there on the way. So yeah, I think that was the last leaf before I put it in the plant stand. And then it gave me this one, which is quite a big upsize. And now that one. But yeah, this is the longest that I've ever been able to keep a ficus, so I'm not moving it. I'm not moving it out of here. It seems to be very happy. Oh, that's so stunning, that pink. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. I'm going to go take a look-see downstairs if there are any alocasia that I want to add to here, because I feel like this is going to be a rehab zone. And yeah, I can already think of one that I'm going to put in here. I'm thinking of just rehabbing alocasia up here and just like extra props and all that to keep them up here. But I've got a lot of room in this plant stand. A lot of room. I mean, I did take some plants out, but I took like maybe 3 plants out and they weren't that big. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because of the, I don't know, I feel like I've got less plants in here. Or am I just like, am I losing my mind here? Anyway, great updates. Some zhuzhing, obviously, like I said, learning. But I'm going to go and get some alocasia to rehab. Or that, no, not to rehab, just alocasia that need a little bit more TLC and are a little bit more finicky. I'm just not doing anything downstairs. I'm going to put them in here. And hopefully, by the time I give you guys another update, we have some progress. So, I'm going to go and get them. Okay, I thought there would actually be more, but my alocasias seem to, it's actually funny. We're heading into autumn, and all of a sudden my alocasias are doing better. I don't know what it is. But this is one that I've had for more than 6 months. I've had it for longer than that. I've had it for a year. I'll see if I can find the unboxing of this one because I know I unboxed this one with you guys and I'll put the date on screen. But this is my alocasia reversa and it's looked like this for like 6 months now. That I'm sure of that. I do have a little point here, but the point does look brown. You can see there. So I moved it out of the soil mix that it was in. And I've put it into stratum and it's got its own little like water reservoir thing here. So I'm going to put this one here and hopefully it does something because I don't know what it is, but this plant is just not happy. So I need to try and figure out what it wants, what it needs. Maybe it needs higher light. Maybe I'm not giving it enough light. Maybe it needs more warmth or more humidity. I don't know. But I can't seem to suss this one out. So I'm going to put this one in the cabinet as well. And yeah, let's hope that it does something. It also didn't have an amazing root system. A lot of it was rot. I can see the root, like the one root that it had. It's not rotted. and I put it into stratum yesterday, and usually if there is rotting, it can happen very, very quickly and it can just abort that root. But anyway, we'll see. You know, maybe that shoot will still do something, we'll see. But I'm thinking it will be happy in here. Oh, I just keep on staring at the atabapoense, it's so pretty. I'm so excited about that new leaf, so excited. So yeah, that is what I've done with the cabinet. That is another update. I guess this is like a 5-week update, or 6 weeks. Are we heading into 6 weeks, I think? I don't know, honestly, I've lost track of time at this point. I said I was going to do this after I did the last update, and that it was going to be the next video, and it did not. It did not. But yeah, I think now, the alocasias will be a lot happier. I do think the anthuriums, maybe if I had the shelf even lower, the anthuriums would appreciate it a bit more. I could also experiment with that later on. That's what's nice about this, is you can move the shelves, you can zhuzh, you can do whatever you want to do, and, you know, cater it to your plants. If I have more like Hoya props, or maybe when I move some of my cacti and succulents from outside inside, I can put them in here. You know, I can do so many things with this. That's what's so nice about this, is it's multi-purpose, multifunctional, multi-everything. Like, you can do whatever you want with it, whatever your desires, whatever plants. Like, I really do. I think any plant would be happy in here. You just have to get the lighting right. You know, like the distance from the lights and all that. They also, on their website, have a lot of information about like distance from plants and everything like that, different plants, genuses and all that. They have a lot of information on their website, so definitely go ahead and check them out. If you are interested in one of these plant stands, I do have a discount code, and I do have all the links linked in the description. You can go ahead and check it out there. I highly recommend. I've had so much fun with this. The propagation room has become like one of my favorite planty zones now to come in. I find myself coming up here even more than just twice a day to switch the lights on and off. I love it in here. The plants are happy, and obviously that makes me happy as well, you know. So yeah, thank you so much again to Spider Farmer for sending me this plant stand and sponsoring today's video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you watched all the way to the end, leave a little spider emoji. Lets me know you watched all the way to the end. And if you did, thank you so, so much. I know I say it at the end of every video, but I really, really do appreciate it. View time is the best way to support my channel. If you haven't yet, subscribe, come along the journey, click the notification bell, then you get notified every single time I post a new video, which is every Wednesday and every Saturday, depending on time zones that you are in the world. But I think I planned it that it's either morning or evening or whatever. But anyway, it's twice a week. That's when I post. Sometimes I might not be on time, but I do my best. I do my best. So yeah. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.